my blog. This is Project Stank. Today, the 96 is going to get its steering shaft replaced. Here's the one I'm replacing with it. It came out of a 95. Somehow or other in the 96, somewhere in here, this got bent, and it is loose. So this is a carry-on from the video before this, is taking it out of the 95. The difference being it didn't have a motor in it. So in this case, I've got to get underneath it, pull it from the power steering rack, and then go underneath the dash and disconnect it from the steering column going through the firewall. So stay tuned for that. Hey, you notice something? My floor is cleaner, and I've actually got a bench now. Stay tuned. So this is what I'm talking about right now, is you can feel that play. There's a lot of play. I'm not sure how much, but as you can feel between the two stops, and the steering wheel isn't moving. If I put a little more play on it, you can hear the pump, but there's all this in between. So when you're going down the road, you've got at least this amount of play before you even start turning. Shouldn't have that much. Unfortunately, I got to put it up on the ramps first. I can't work like that. What's going on here? What is the problem here? Then what is wrong with all? Get your ass up on the ramp. The difference here is I've got the exhaust headers in the way going through the firewall. So, and the only way to disconnect it, as you can see, you got your cross member where your power steering rack comes through. So everything's got to be done from underneath. And then, of course, you do it from the inside. I got that thing making noise again. Pop that out this time. I left it in. I went and shut the door and I broke the door switch. So we're going to take that out. Jacked up the rear end and put the ramps onto that. So it makes it easier for me to get completely under this machine. One of these days I'm going to get me a lift. We're going to go after is the bolt that holds it in the steering rack. And that puppy, this is what we're dealing with here. So right here, I'm going to disconnect it from the steering column, and it's going to slide out the back. I gotta undo those two bolts, and then I gotta go underneath and disconnect it from the steering rack. I'm glad this is automatic and not a standard. I'd have too much stuff in my way. So by pulling those two, disconnecting that, loosening that nut bolt, I should be able to slide that right out the back. Under here, so I can get right to it. So I gotta pull that out of my way first. Okay. Okay, let's pull this out of my way and make it much easier. What I'm doing. Man, it's cooking in here.